Bonjour French students, bienvenue à l'activité orale 3. Qu'est-ce que tu fais ce week-end? So this activity, speaking activity, is going to be about your weekend plans. So as it tells you here, imagine you're spending a semester studying in Paris. You and a French classmate have gotten to know each other and your classmate wants to know about your plans for the weekend. I, your instructor, will play the role of your French classmate. This time when we begin the conversation, you're going to start it. You're going to be reading the parts in red. I will be reading the parts in blue. But before we move on to that, let's go ahead and take a look at this list of expressions just like you did for Activité Orale 2. I've given you a few expressions that may or may not be new for you, that might be a little bit more common in an informal conversation, and those are the kind of conversations I want you to get used to in this class because most likely in the future, if you are ever in a French-speaking country, you'd probably be spending a lot of time speaking with other people your age, classmates, so it's good to know different expressions that you can use. So you see a list of 11 different expressions. They're all hyperlinked to either a website or a video that gives you an idea of how to pronounce those expressions. And in a few cases, I linked directly to Google Translate. And as I let you know in Activité Orale 2, you can often use Google Translate as a great tool to be able to listen to an expression, to try it out yourself. Use the microphone little icon at the bottom of the translation box, and you can actually speak to Google Translate and see if it understands you well. So you'll know if your pronunciation is understood. Okay, so a few expressions, I'll go through and pronounce them here just so you have them in your ear before you go ahead and start the conversation. So the first one is ça va super. Okay, so it's like ça va plus. It's a little bit more than just ça va. Okay, I'm doing great. Je m'ennuie un peu. Okay, you haven't learned this verb, s'ennuyer, which means to be bored in French, but I've given you this expression so you can hear it, and get used to it and use it in this conversation. Je m'ennuie un peu. I'm kind of bored. Okay, ce n'est pas possible. That's not possible. Often you will hear people in quick conversation drop the ne of ce n'est pas possible. They might say c'est pas possible. So you can pronounce it whichever way you want. You can either say it really carefully, ce n'est pas possible, or c'est pas possible. Up to you. Okay, 4 is je ne sais pas quoi faire. I don't know what to do. And again, the ne may get dropped in a little bit of a faster conversation. Je sais pas quoi faire. I don't know what to do. Est-ce que tu veux faire quelque chose ensemble? Okay, remember that est-ce que is your question marker. So this could be a sentence. Tu veux faire quelque chose ensemble? That could be a question too. You want to do something together. The est-ce que just emphasizes that it's a question. Okay, ah bon? Really? And 7 is plein de choses, so plenty of things. So you can kind of see all these expressions are going to be about making plans, about doing things for fun on the weekend. Okay, 8 is alors, which is a way of like introducing the next part of a conversation by saying so. En fait means actually, so these are the same kind of transitions we use in English all the time. Okay, 10 is des cours de tennis, just tennis courts. And finally, 11 is for agreement, maybe to accept an invitation from someone, and that would be d'accord. Okay, so now we'll move on to the conversation. Remember, you are going to be reading the parts in red, and I will be replying with the blue parts. Ça va super. Et toi? Ce n'est pas possible. Pourquoi? Ah bon? Il y a plein de choses à faire. Tu es à Paris. Bien sûr, on peut aller au cinéma, peut-être aller au café pour boire un café, aller au Tour Eiffel. Tu veux jouer au foot dans le parc? Bien sûr, il y a des cours de tennis dans le parc. Tu veux jouer le samedi? À 3 heures? À plus tard!